Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Brony Show. That was our special. You know what? No, I'm not going to do that. Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Brony Show. We are here for episode 579. I'm your host here to bring you the Brony community for this week. As always, I am, of course, Circuit Main. And I am joined by my wonderful group of panelists here to also bring the Brony community and random insights and thoughts. We are joined by DM21.
Hello.
Toakoi.
Hello.
Textalion.
Hey.
And of course, from the Otaku Ascended, VTuber extraordinaire, WrestleManiac extraordinaire, and other streams that we don't talk about in polite company extraordinaire, Suki of the Otaku Ascended.
I just realized I need to start billing you.
Wait, what? I guess I'll have to cancel my subscription to you then in order to pay for your bills. But we're here to bring in the Brony community for this week, and of course this is going to be a fun week because we're going to go back to an old classic favorite fun that we have, which is of course the caption this. We take pictures of, we take stills of random shots from a My Little Pony episode, and we try to meme it up in hopes that it'll become another worldwide meme that gets spread around if anybody ever has the energy to actually put them up. Granted,
I don't know. The Winnebago is kind of out there.
It's the Winnebago, and you know it. But in any case, we're
You
going.
like the Winnie and you know it.
We're gonna
Actually, I love the fact that me doing that meme of how.
I'm gonna mute Owen so I can actually finish the intro. We are going to do Tell Your Tell, episode 4. Because I've actually been enjoying doing captions of the Tell Your Tell episodes, I figured let's go ahead and continue doing some more. And along with that, we of course have a cavalcade of news. We have some content creation to show up, and we got plenty of videos to go on. And speaking of Tell Your Tell, it's also time to talk about the Tell Your Tell episode involving Misty and apparently a new protege, as it were. But before we do that, of course, it's time to warm up our vocal cords, talk a little bit about our daily lives, and, well, in this case, probably give a little bit of a heads up of events and things going on. And the best way to do so is with a touch and a gasp of wub. So I'd like to ask all of you once again, as we do every week at this time, what's up, Bronies?
This past week's been expensive for me on printer stuff, of headphone doing it, and I went into the Everfree Northwest plushie pool as well.
Yeah, I should probably bring that up. I think that's coming close to its end, isn't it?
Yeah, I think it's either ending a week from last Sunday or a week from today.
More or less. But, yeah, I get that up here, and I should, give a little bit of a heads up for people. So I have that ready for the future. But, yeah, I feel that on the expensive. I'm going to get hit like that. Well, I'm going to get hit with that like a bomb in a week. But I also got a bunch of other things I had to pay for and will be paying for shortly. Hopefully none of them too expensive, because I'm trying to save up money. But I feel you there. I do.
Yeah, the only positive, I did a check. As long as I have enough to cover my entry into the hotel, I get paid the week of Everfree, so yay.
Yep. Speaking of which, I still got to buy my Everfree pass. That's the one thing I can't believe I haven't done yet, but I needed to square away some soon to occur bills first.
Yeah, no, that's understandable. Yeah. Also, actually had a minor chat with people when Everfree and the hotel is being slow on fixing room reservations.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, well, I mean, yeah, but they try to do them in batches, probably because of that, so best to get it in as soon as you can rather than later.
Yeah.
Anyway,
sorry.
Alright, so that's a little bit of what's up, Brony, going on with Toa. Anybody else want to throw their hat in there before I go ahead and go on my fun tirade? Alright, tirade it is. So, last week I announced that I was working on a couple of different projects for the Brony Show, as well as to expand things in order to kind of celebrate past celebration. It kind of fell around at the same time, but it's also something I'm kind of working on, where we've had our 13-year anniversary technically last week. And I was hoping to get something done this week too, but that didn't happen either. But what can you do? However, I can probably explain why that didn't happen. So the big thing is that at one point, I was going to start putting more of the Brony Show episodes onto our backup external hard drive that I use for storage purposes. And I had a fun experience where it was starting to make a very fun sound when I was moving files, and I had to cut it off halfway through and start to worry. Of course, what ended up happening is about the same time, the project to have a server set up in my basement finally started to go through. I was able to get a tower acquired. I started off the initial setups, mostly just wiping the hard drives, getting things starting to set up and see how fathomable it is. And it's pretty fathomable. Just need some hard drives, maybe some more memory sticks, a few solid stators. But essentially, this is going to be a combination of a media server and a game server for more multiplayer experiences that could probably do with a server as opposed to me trying to host it and stream and game at the same time. Thank you, Pal World. But any case, the hope is to get that up and running at some point in the near future. What unfortunately has happened is the backup drive. I decided the backup drive that I was using for Brony Show episodes was not faring too well. And before things turned worse, I should probably move the backup to a different drive as well, just to hedge my bets. Unfortunately, I started trying to do this a couple of days ago. And as I started to move as I started to try to copy files over, I heard clicking. If anybody knows anything about hard drives, clicking is bad, especially on mechanical hard drives.
How old is this hard drive?
It's not that old. That's well, I think it may be about 4 or 5 years old, but it's seldom used. It is not like plugged in and used constantly. It's only plugged in when things need to be backed up and then left alone in cold storage. So, yeah, no, this is bad, and it's also annoying. I'm never going to trust Seagate again for the rest of my life. But, so what I ended up trying to do, I found a method of basically doing a full-on copy of the drive and implementing that into storage space. Luckily, I had 4 terabytes of hard drive space available to me on the server system, so I ended up doing that. The transfer failed after a good chunk of the way in. However, it managed to copy a lot of files over. So I thought maybe worst case scenario, I'm just missing a few and I'll just have to try to identify it. Maybe we'll get lucky and things will be found. That is until today. What I was going to do today was at least I have also MLP episodes and a few other fun movies on it that I was going to pair into the media server, start that project up. And
Sorry.
Dear God, I can't. Okay. Sorry, it's okay, man. Have a drink of water. Hopefully that'll help. Anyway, I was able to start off the media server process, and I decided to play a couple of video files just to see how it went. Yeah, the first one I picked, I must have picked a doozy because it failed outright. Would not play. And here's the irony. For some weird reason, it was a complete wall of corruption, but for some odd reason I do not understand, and this is going to bug me forever. There was a solid image on that mesh of complete broken gibberish that I know for a fact was a still image of Dragon Ball with Krillin and Piccolo staring at something. I don't know how that was there because I never had Dragon Ball Z on that drive ever. Which also
Did you get this new or used?
I didn't get it. That's the thing there. I believe I believe that somebody had a large source of files, and they were able to get a large the file, the Brony Show episode files, and they were able to get it to me in that hard drive. And so I don't
So you're saying it was mixed in from someone else's folder?
I don't know. I honestly don't know. There's a lot that could happen with it. It could be that this was a refurbished hard drive that ended up failing royally. It could be that maybe this was a used hard drive. And whether it was used by my source or by somebody else who my source acquired it from, I honestly couldn't tell you. I do not know at this point. All I know is that at this point, I got a bunch of files. I don't know which one of them are corrupted, and it could be that some of the Brony Show episodes have been corrupted because of this. So now I'm in a fun little area of I don't know what's corrupted or not anymore. I don't know what is there or not anymore. It may end up being a case of trying to see what we can salvage and see what's still there while I try to finally get our archives up on other things such as PonyTube, and hopefully recover things on YouTube if some of those episodes still exist on YouTube. So it's kind of a big...
How much, so every episode of the Brony Show is lost now, or...
No. But a lot of the early... I don't know what's lost, ultimately. That's the problem. I don't know. This has come from a hard drive that is failing with corrupted files that had a lot of Brony Show in the archives. So, what's lost, what's still there, I couldn't tell you. And at this point, until I'm literally going to have to go through it with a fine-tooth comb and hope that somehow I can restore the old, this external hard drive. I'm hoping I can actually do something to give this external hard drive a little bit more alive to, and see if I can get more out of it before it ultimately fully fails, because it hasn't completely died yet, but it gives clicking noises every once in a while, so it's not long for this world. It's basically on life support at this point. So it's a bad situation. It's very bad. This is the kind of thing where this is why they tell you to have multiple sources of backup. I technically thought I did, and I was lazy about one of the sources, and that is on me. Granted, we're at episode 500, almost 580. I have 580 episodes, well, not even 580, 500 some odd, to try to upload into an archive website. There's a lot. There's a lot to do. So I was lazy, but there was a lot of reason to be lazy. So ultimately,
I'm not lazy, I'm just crazy.
Ultimately, it's going to be a situation of going through it a little at a time, seeing what is still there, what's still salvageable, what can be salvaged, if there's maybe backups in other locations. It's going to be a little bit of a mess, and it actually got me thinking, funny enough, of the Brony Show itself. The big question is, you know, once we get to 600, should we continue numbering? And then I had a thought. I think we should, but I think we should do it in a stupid way. So I'm going to announce at this point that I am looking into the possibility of making 600 a blast, end-all, be-all, stupid episode with explosions and fire and LOE and Roan and venison jerky and all sorts of other stupid stuff.
Second, are you gonna make Creature's life hell?
Maybe. Or maybe he'll actually embrace this too. I don't know. We'll see what happens. For all I know, I could end up just putting a gif of an exploding thing going up in a corner and just do an episode as normal. I might end up half-assing it too. I don't know. We got 20 weeks. We'll see what happens. Well, maybe a little more than that, like 24, 25. I don't know.
Remember, one of those weeks we might be doing Everfree, so...
That's why I said 24, 25. Yeah, I calculated. But thank you for making sure of that. And Chaos Sakai's actually got the right point. I'm going to start Season 2. After 600, I'm just going to start Season 2. I'm going to start back at 1. And here's the fun part of this. I'm going to start Season 2, and I'm going to clean slate everything. Every episode we've talked about, clean slate. Every video we've watched, clean slate. Every artwork we've had, clean slate. With more budget, no. We'll have less budget.
We're working on volunteer budget here,
No,
people.
wait. We have a budget?
No, we do not have a budget. But I am going to do what we can to make it a better show and try to have a little more fun with it. But I want to start off with a clean slate, mostly because keeping track of everything we've done for almost 600 episodes is mind-boggling. And I think there might be a time it's time to step back, wipe it all off, and just start fresh. Granted, some things will still stay the same, the news, videos, doing the content creation, little shenanigans, things like that, captionings, but I want to open it back up to everything that has been out there before, and maybe give it a fresh light, because we've been here for a while now. We have bitter experiences after experiencing all of the episodes of MLP as it has been coming out. Now that it's been out the entirety of Season 4, we got a good chunk of Season 5 now. And we even got Pony Life, which we barely even touched, all things considered. There's a lot out there. And there's a lot that we can go back and really give it a different view now.
Indeed.
So,
also, Season 1 was around 600 episodes. Does that mean Season 2 will be 400 episodes?
we'll
300?
see. I don't know. We'll just go until we see if we get there or not. For all I know, we could be about 50 episodes, and then it'll be time to end the show. I don't know.
It's always been by ear. But
it literally has been by ear or whatever happens, and I just do not know what the future will bring, and that's always been my stipulation about the Brony Show.
True.
And the only thing I would honestly counteract that with is there's a Transformers podcast called WTF DFW that when I last updated the thing for May 12th was at 632.
Well, that's congratulations to them. It doesn't mean we can't. It's not.
I'm not against your idea.
I understand where you're going with this, but at the same time, it doesn't mean that we're going to stop the episodes. It just means we're going to start on a Season 2.
I know.
We could still add the episodes together at the end. It just makes it a lot easier than literally putting episode 5,432 on a title card instead of Season 2, Episode 5. Or S2E5.
They should call it WTP, what the Primus?
Oh, there's definitely a lot of what those going on. Anyway, so that's current going on a little bit of What's Up Brony with me, along with some talk about the show future. Granted, admittedly, none of this is set in stone, but a lot of this, I'm kind of liking the idea, and I kind of want to go with it. But we'll tackle that bridge as we come. For now, let's go ahead. Anybody else have any other What's Up Bronies before we go ahead and actually get onto the news and everything, since I already took up a good chunk of time?
My cat got out during the moment of the after party, so I had to leave right away. So pre-show, no, not the pre-show, the after party. What happened last week when I left all of a sudden.
That
Thankfully,
sucks.
he came back, but not without great difficulty.
As a cat is wont to do.
He wants to explore the outside, even if it's at the cost of my health.
Circuit.
Yeah. Yes.
Circuit. I just want to raise this a little bit to you. And that
Okay.
is, if you did not make any more episodes of Brony Show Season 1 after episode 600, you wouldn't be able to get to episode 666.
He has a point.
True,
no,
but
we do not want to incur the beast.
but maybe not episode 666, but we could say that this is the 666th episode of the Brony Show. May not be numbered 666, but it would be the 666th one we've made.
And how
Or
will you
season
keep track of
6,
that?
episode 66.
Ooh.
I mean, yeah, that's fair.
Or we could also get to season 6, episode 9.
Nah.
Ah. Or season 3, episode 4.
Not as nice.
But again, none of this is in stone. Let's go ahead and get on to the news here.
Yay, news!
Starting off with, as mentioned before, the Everfree Northwest Project plushie is going on still. I just wanted to give this a shout out because it is ending in a week, in 7 days. So if you want to get, it looks like they're trying to, well, not trying, they basically have reached the point where they got the funds to make plushies of the 3 mascot characters of Everfree. And they still have a stretch goal. If they can get to 1,200 before the end, they'll also be working on getting the plushies of the 2 child pony mascots, the foals. But as it is, the 3 main mascots have been funded. However, if you want to get in on this before, they'll probably end up going up in price when they're actually at the con store itself. Now is the time to do it because you basically have 7 days left to go. You can set it to either pick it up at the con if you're going this year, or have it mailed to you after the con is over. But either case, it's a good opportunity to get mascot plushies. And speaking of conventions, let's go ahead and talk about upcoming conventions. And boy, do we have an interesting one, because in a few days we have Sequestria Fest. And I have been seeing that Sequestria Fest has been a little bit more proactive in the social media corner. I was going to say social media corner. But yeah, they've been posting about the different vendors and things that are going to be going on. So it does look like people are going, and it looks like it's going to be an interesting experience. I'm still hoping to hear about the entire thing, videos, pictures, event, you know, all of the fun stuff, because I really don't know what to expect, and I'm still hoping for the best for them. Granted, it'll probably be one I'm never going to be able to go unless somehow I become the richest brony in the world, or at least more moderately wealthy. Anybody want to give me a raise? 6-digit salary? That'd be nice. I could use that. Anyway, that is the Sequestria Fest that's coming up in a few days. Then after that, 3 weeks after that, we of course have Winnie City PonyCon that's going to be starting at the beginning of June. That, of course, is looking like fun and exciting times. They are asking for volunteers as well. If you are going to be going to Winnie City and you want to get a free pass, or maybe even get some free swag for being help, they are looking for help still. And honestly, the more people that help, the less work that has to be done.
The more people that are helping, the smoother a con goes, and a better experience for everyone involved.
Many hands make for light work. Just remember, many hands make for light work. So, yeah. So yeah, if you can,
it takes a village.
If you can, and you have even a little bit of eagerness or curiosity, I say give it a try anyway. And we also have, if you're on the other side of the planet, you have Everfree Encore happening at the same time over in Gutstein, Ulsa, Germany. This, of course, is a full-on concert that's going to be going on for the weekend. So if you want, whether you want to get your superheroing on or your music on, there are 2 different ways to do it all across other sides of the globe.
And from what I understand, the Ponytown is going to be having a area for both cons, so you can go to both things if you're still at home.
That is awesome sounding. I actually love the sound of that. I might check that out too. And of course, next thing to come up after that is Full Spectrum Fest. That's of course 6 weeks afterwards, so we don't have too much to talk about it. Looks like it's going to be a full-on music festival. That is going to be on Saturday of the 29th of June. And we'll leave the rest of the con experience alone for now until we get closer to that. Let's go ahead and get on with the news. Speaking of concerts and music, Tell Your Tale has released the 2nd album. Of course, this depends on your time zone, but this happened a few days ago. It doesn't matter what time zone you're in, it's out now. This is, of course, in pretty much a lot of different musical things like Spotify. So if you have a Spotify account or you don't mind rigging one up, you can listen to some songs from Tell Your Tale. The funny thing about this is I believe it has, they found out that 4 unreleased songs from Tell Your Tale have appeared in this album. So, of course, we got the songs titled Lost, Bestie Kinda Night, I Choose You, have fun with that one, everybody, and Find My Way Right Back.
I want to be the very best that no one ever was.
No, you gotta do it right. I want to be
To
the
collect
pony
them
best.
all on my
Oh,
shelf.
here we go.
To sell them on eBay when it comes.
I want all the toys on the pink aisle. The blue one probably too. There's plenty ponies everywhere. At least until Walmart sues. Dang it all. We used to have so many toys. Now we've only got maybe 3 or 4. I can't rhyme. Moving on. But yeah, check it out. It's music, it's fun, and it's from Tell Your Tale. Now, those of you who want to get into the 3D modeling and you want to bring in our friends from G5, Makero has done an amazing thing where he has released updated MLP G5 models for Blender. Of course, these were some of the models that he has been using for his animations, which have been really amazing to see. I honestly wondered if they were models that he had himself or if they were acquired from somewhere. But yeah, no, he has his own G5 models and he is bringing them out for people to use. So yeah, if you have any experience in Blender or you even want to learn how to use Blender, oh hey, wow, did not expect that one. But yeah, no, this is a great way. This will be a great way to get some G5 modeling done in Blender. That is freaking awesome. I gotta give it up to Makero. He's made some amazing things, and this is just an amazing thing to release for people and ponies everywhere out there. We can have our own. Yeah, you can actually make your own, make your mark if you really wanted. That's actually there. You have a full capability now. I wish you the best of luck.
Yeah,
for the
I'm
author.
definitely thinking about this for CMC's one, but I'm also like, he wants a G4 one.
Huh?
We could easily make Blender ponies.
Oh, I'm good with either. I'd like
You just
to
want
figure out
one.
to have a 3D model of my character for some things.
But tell you what, CMC, would you also like to put your character in a video game?
That sounds dangerous.
So, yeah, I know. Unfortunately, it doesn't look like that capability is there yet. However, maybe it will be in the future because My Little Pony: A Zephyr Heights Mystery is soon to come out, and it is now pre-orderable on Amazon. And, of course, Steam.
Now with Misty.
Now with Misty. But, yep, I'm probably going to get I'm probably going to get a nice little PS5 copy for all the trophies because that's what I did last time, so I'm going to do it again. So, yep, and it's $40, so hooray! It hasn't got suffered the curse of the $70 what in the world are we doing budget.
That's because not enough work went into it.
I hope not. You'd be surprised what some people do. Anyway, but yes, Amazon, and of course it is on Steam as well. And it is, it's coming out in 3 days! Huh!
Oh, someone clip that or creature! Clip that and put it as a short.
Creature's not here.
All the main sticks.
Well,
Creature's
shit,
not-
I really can't spare the money for this. Fuck.
I might be able to, but I'm going to be skirting it a bit. Oh my god. Oh no.
Looks like someone's doing a playthrough this weekend.
I think I might be, yeah. Luckily, I get paid this weekend, and hopefully it's well enough, but oh no. That caught me completely guard. Coming out in 3 days! Oh. Alright, to be specific, it's coming out on May the 17th, which is Friday. So it's not quite 3 days, it's more like 4, but still, it's on Friday. And this is coming out on everything. But in all honesty, try to avoid the Switch version if you can. Not that I don't love the Switch, but apparently some games seem to be having some issues with the Switch. Due to power reasons, probably.
Yeah, this is why they are making a new one.
Well, That's not the reason. No.
That's not the reason. No, something's
No, I
pretty
know.
iffy with
I'm
the
being
Switch
silly.
version.
Anyway.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
So anyway, something to look forward to. Now that I've recovered my throat, let's go ahead and move on to the next little bit of news. Toys! Goldust! We have toys!
Did you say toys?
Toys.
Boys and their toys.
Yeah, toys.
Okay, I'm in. Let me see the toys.
Well, first we got a wave of Tell Your Tale pony figures that were revealed on Entertainment Earth.
Well, that's cute.
Yep. We of course we have a nice little Sunny Star Scout there in a scooter, or actually it's probably not in a scooter because that thing is very obviously drawn. But they're implying it. They're implying the scooter, and you also have a Misty.
Nice.
And it looks like these were based off of the Tell Your Tale design more than the Make Your Mark, so they're a little more goofy animated, but they're still pretty cool.
Yeah, I think they look nice.
The Misty toy looks pretty cool.
I do find it interesting that Misty's mane, it's kind of more like Misty's mane should be than is normal for pony toys, because normally when it comes to My Little Pony toys, they all have the standard brushable mane that's pretty much the same on every pony, just with different colors. That's an interesting choice. I like that. That's cool.
Yeah, just to knock on Sunny, it's kind of like Sunny's tail there a little bit, where it's like it's straight, but it's also kind of curled up in a weird way.
Darling, you are not Rarity. You cannot pull that off.
Yeah. Sunny's is kind of the more standard, what you'd expect. So, I don't know. I like it. It's a change. Or at least so it seems. We'll see if they actually go for that, though. I can't tell if that's just an illustration of swirls or not.
And now I'm recalling a really old Reddit post of trying to get a Fluttershy toys main looking right, as well as a Rarities toy main looking right.
Yeah.
I had back in the days of DJ Universe, I had in my favorites a tutorial on how to style the manes of all the ponies to be more accurate to show, and I bought a bunch of the brushable ponies with the intent of doing that, and then I never did, so I accidentally became a collector by mistake. I got a bunch of pony toys I never took out of the box, not because I wanted to keep them preserved, just because I'm just so lazy.
Honestly, I'm kind of a column A, column B. There's some that I bought that I kind of want to keep them, but I like them and I want to keep them and actually play with them, but I don't want to open them up either because it's kind of cool and I don't want to lose the pieces, and I might be able to sell them at some time, but I don't think I want to, and I'm kind of in that weird little position where I want to play with them, but I also they could end up being pretty valuable and save me in an emergency moment. So it's like
Yeah, I feel that's why I haven't opened up any of my Funko ones.
See, the worst thing is that I bought a lot of stuff back when it was common.
Yeah.
And now it's not common anymore, and now I feel like I'd feel bad for opening it, because I know that there are people out there who actually want these things for the collectible purposes, and I'm just like, that's not the reason I bought it, but I get that.
Yeah. But you know what you can get?
Misty!
You can get this.
Oh, Izzy!
You can get Izzy with Running Wild Magic and a beginning reading story.
Oh, I can't get that. I can't read.
That's a shame.
Well, you can learn to read with this book.
Oh.
Well, yeah, this is a grade 1 book.
That sounds like dangerous propaganda. I wouldn't trust it.
I'm more
Magic runs wild.
I'm more concerned about Izzy literally staring at a ball of magical power with the giddy look of, I'm going to do so many horrible things to this.
I'm going to do so many things against the laws of nature that no one can stop me.
It's kind of like ooh, look at that. Anyway,
this looks like the beginning of Izzy's Zorbing adventure. You remember Zorb?
No, but I could throw you an even worse reference. It's Mighty Misty. and she's going to have a barbarian warrior as a sidekick and a fowl that is a wise bird, but it keeps having to correct whenever she calls it a chicken. Please, somebody out there, tell me you're getting the reference.
Mighty Magisorts?
No, and that hurt all the more. God, no!
I was taking a shot in the dark because I wasn't sure
all
what
I'm thinking of
this
is
reference is.
possibly
Yes!
or something older.
Kazakai got it! Mighty Max! Okay.
Mighty Max, of course!
We're gonna go ahead and move on now. No,
should've-
now that
I
a
took
date.
a shot in the dark because it almost sounded kind of familiar.
No, you're not wrong.
You're closer than most. I'm gonna at least get the mighty part. Anyway, here's the other toy, Coal Dust.
Ooh.
Yep,
Wait.
hers and hers.
Oh.
A dual brushable of G3 and G4 and G5.
I'm so glad they make a playset for Sunny's self-insert fanfiction.
Oh, that is a low blow.
That is not
Oh,
low. That is the right thing to say.
it's still a blow. Still a low blow. No. But I don't think I can go on. Twilight Sparkle and Sunny Star Scout in a nice little combination here. It's over in the UK Amazon, so I don't know if and when it'll be available in the US. And I think the worst part is they got matching everything. They got matching sunglasses, matching colors. Oh dear world! It is basically Sunny with it's Sunny with a freaking wax model of Twilight. She's modeling to be twinsies. It's getting creepy now, isn't it?
It was
It's-
creepy to begin with.
It's Sunny with the version of Twilight that she has put into her head that is very much just her.
Let's fly to the castle. Let's fly to the
castle.
Let's fly to the lighthouse.
I will say it's very cute, and also, yo, that box art. If that's
Yeah,
actually
that
the
box art is
they
pretty
used,
good of
that-
Twilight.
Yeah, it's pretty nice, pretty cool,
Yeah.
pretty dope.
Yeah.
I will say, Sunny looks like she's got a little bit of a receding hairline there.
It's not helping her. Think that's Imalau's art. It would be awesome if that was Imalau's art, and I actually wouldn't be surprised if it was Imalau.
Neither would I.
I wouldn't be surprised either. With the figure, definitely looks like it's got a bit of a receding hairline.
Yeah. I mean, especially combed back like that. That is not doing her any favors.
I'm sure it's fixable.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, Twilight's got the weird bangs thing going on.
I do have to note that like they put more effort into making Twilight's bangs in this generation that she is not really in
Right?
than in her own generation.
That's because she's nostalgia now.
You don't know what you bang till it's got. Okay, moving on. That was wrong. That went wrong. So, we talked about toys. You want to talk about video games?
Yeah, okay.
How about the Battle Gem Ponies? Now, we've been back and forth on this, and we have good news, and this will probably be one of the things that comes up in a show in a week or two. But the Battle Gem Ponies has officially launched their backer demo. This is a special demo that you could only get if you were paid into the Kickstarter or if you pay into the itch.io. But yes, this is one you actually have to contribute a little bit to get to it. It's not a freebie, but it gives you a bigger and better idea of how this game is going to play. And of course, you can also play it on mobile, so you don't have to do it on PC if you want to just do it on a mobile thing. But, yep, let's see. Anyway, it looks like the whole plan is that they're going to be releasing things in parts throughout the year. They, of course, have the Arrival story that is going to be coming at the end of this month. Oh, no!
So, second, how do you like May so far?
I don't have enough time for this. Anyway, actually, I am excited, though. I am really excited. But yes, we got the Arrival story that's going to be coming at the end of May. But apparently it's coming at the end of May, or that's the projection. That's the prologue. Afterwards, they will do a launch for a first chapter. And later on, they will release chapters 2 and 3 that will be added on as content updates. And they are hoping to also really... I say hoping because there's nothing concrete yet, to release a version on Steam at some point. So yeah, they are really they are starting to ramp up and get ready to really bring it out. So I am excited to see where this goes and how it goes. But we are first going to have to get into that demo and really get a look at things and really get a taste of how this is going to play first. So be prepared to see the demo in all its glory soon, and then probably the prologue even sooner than I expected. So let's go ahead and talk about comics, because at least that one I can keep up a little bit. I feel like Sunny right now. I'm not gonna lie. This pretty much feels like me right now. Just you got that. Yeah, I got just a wide-eyed stare. But yes, a extended preview of Kentucky Roller Derby has been released. This, of course, is showing off several pages. It's like 4 or 5, really. So you don't want to go too far unless you want to spoil yourself a little bit. But you can get an idea of where the story is going, where the plans are going. The fact that Misty really looks like she's... There's a look there. That is a look. I mean, that is an amazing look. That is a Misty look.
I like it. I like it.
You mean Izzy?
Yeah, Izzy.
Izzy. You know, the sad part is my brain was saying, wait, did I get that name wrong? No, I'm sure I got it right. Misty.
The other pawn.
No, it's still Izzy. Even if I kept saying Misty, it's still Izzy. I know why I'm saying Misty, though. It's because I have the Tell Your Tell episode right in front of me with nothing but Misty images in it right now. There's like tons of them.
Yeah,
so,
that was
all right. Okay, deep breath. So yeah, we have Izzy. We have Izzy, and boy is she looking determined. But we also have another 5-page preview of Set Your Sail issue 2. This, of course, is dealing with Izzy and Pip. At least I got Pip right. Stuck on a ship. And, of course, we are dealing with sea ponies at some point. But, yep, want to get a look at what is going on and just see where things are going to be going with the story with the Generation 5 and the sea ponies, who are calling on their distress.
That's not what that is.
Da, 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 da. Anyway, this is going to be coming out here soon, so yep, if you want to get a taste of it, you can get a nice little 5-page preview.
Looks nice.
Yeah. Moving right along, we also have more locations and things. This is the reason why I don't have money right now. I'm not exactly kidding. I'm trying to get enough to actually do a pre-order of this as well. But Renegade is showing off more locations for the scholarly shenanigans of the card game. The Changeling Kingdom, of course. Treehouse of Harmony, Wonderbolt Academy. All of these cards are location cards for the My Little Pony card game. Build-A-Deck card game. They're not collectible trading cards. You get them all in one box. Deck builders. Thank you. Deck builder is the word. Yay, indeed. And finally, last little bit of news. A full track list of the Make Your Mark album that is going to be coming out. Apparently it already came out. But yeah, so the album is out. This is a 48 track album. Where is this?
Wait, there are that many songs?
Apparently.
Oh, damn.
Of course, it could also be background music. You know, some of the not the singing songs, but the background music that you hear when things are going on.
Fair.
Yeah, you got like
nice.
You got Sunny's theme, you got Opaline's theme. Opaling's plan fails. Shy Misty.
Opaline buys a sandwich.
You know what? I'm not gonna lie.
Did I actually make you look for it?
A little bit. I wanted to see Opaline and something that could actually die into. The closest I had is Opaline manipulates Sunny. Doesn't quite get there.
Into buying the sandwich.
And Opaline gets Sunny side up. She likes her eggs a certain way. Because you mean being so obsessed, it's like, Misty, make me some eggs and make them sunny side up. I'm moving on. I don't know where we're going with this. Opaline losing her mind, like I am. But yep, that is all of the news. I'm excited for all of that. But let's go ahead and move on. And next is the content creation. And that comes with our challenge of the week. And of course, our challenge for this week was finish the story. But we also had a protest initiative challenge. Isn't that right, Goldust?
This is correct. I also don't know what it is because I wasn't here.
True.
Oh, right. Spontaneous cloning.
Yeah, because of my little gift thing with CMC's PNG tuber.
By the way, it looks like the Twilight Sparkle was concept art that was made for the movie.
Makes sense.
That is excellent. I'm glad.
That does look like Imalao.
Yep, artwork by Leah Dabsey, which I believe is Imalao's name. But yeah, that is still awesome to see. Anyway, so the protest challenge. Sorry,
Spontaneous cloning.
Spontaneous cloning. And those two together drove me absolutely bonkers, I'm not gonna lie. And it didn't help that I was working on another project up until the end of the week that I didn't have time to think about it. I literally finally came up with a general stupid idea halfway through the day today, and only had a couple hours to draw it in my basement since I had to work from home today, and I was trying out a new work location with a chair that does not lend itself to drawing very well. Needless to say, I had complications, but nevertheless, I still made something. And this is, unfortunately, when Cold Dust has gone too far with the toaster joke and created a self-replicating toaster that keeps making more of itself.
Cole, were you more of a demo man or a scout?
I did play scout more often, but like I played mostly as soldier and engineer.
Oh, that kind of fits then.
Yep, he's Bazooka Cole.
Just launching full ass toasters out of a what looks like a black box.
Toasters. You got that Fallout 4 modifier.
Actually, I just realized I did not make this scene quite clear. They're supposed to be sentient toasters that are replicating, and you're literally just trying to blow them up.
Yeah, that's what I got from it.
Yeah.
Okay, that makes sense.
That's why you're yelling. That's why you're yelling at them like, I created you. I'll send you back no matter how many of you make.
That makes
sense. I don't care
sense.
if Sweetie Belle makes more toast soup. You're not gonna take this planet over.
No, I think it's just more the joke that Cold Dust had this determination to find a toaster in Equestria. There's no toasters in Equestria.
Yet.
But yeah, it was a dumb joke. I barely got this drawn together. The hooves drove me the absolute madness. I will not lie. I redrew those things. I redrew more than a dozen times. I just could not get it. So at least now I'm going to be focusing a lot more on hooves for a while. But yeah, it's a quick, dirty, and stupid joke. But it's the only thing I could think of with those particular prompts. It is literally confusing. I am really surprised how much of a headache this gave me. But yeah, going into the actual content creation of stuff, here is the reason why I had such a headache trying to come up with stuff. Because I burnt out my brain cells on this thing.
Spam.
The Brony Show movie. I have it. No, wait, I lost it. Wait, I got it. No, lost it again.
The birth of chat spam.
Is it the birth of chat spam, or is it the attack of chat spam? Who knows? Chat spam's involved somehow, but we don't know why. And everybody else is involved, but we don't know why.
And I just finished all the pods for my post, and now I'm having to do that for later.
But yeah, no, this sucker took days. I'm sure all of you remember last week when I just showed you a half-finished sketch of an idea of it with all the reference images. But yeah, this was done over the course of a few days after that, lining everybody out, making sure everything looked clean and that the portions looked right and the hair looked right, and then getting it all colored and faded out in just the right ways. The spam was a pain in the butt to draw, and even now I could see some things that could have made it better. And if you're gonna have to make another series, that's on you. I did this for giggles. I did this completely for stupid sake, because I was listening to anime music as I was doing laundry and got unfortunately inspired. And I say unfortunate because this was a headache to draw. But
It looks great, Circuit. You did a great job.
Like, throwing out there, we also have Chaos Akai that also did their Human Nightmare Moon.
Nice.
Yep. They also did an iteration with a not a painted on, but an image of a nighttime sky. And they also, I'm just going to throw this out here real fast, but I'm not going to stick to it too long. They threw the image into an AI generator just to see what would make of it.
Oh.
Yeah, I know. In all honesty, it just feels way too over generic. I like this a little bit more. It has more personality.
Well, here's the thing. Like, what for me, if I was an artist by trade, that seems like a situation where it's like, well, I have this pose and I have this idea. What else could I do with it? And that's where I think the AI generator could help me in that regard. It could maybe just help me help me expand on it. Just be like, okay, so now I could. It basically just kind of gives me an inspiration from there.
Oh no, yeah, no. I mean, for getting just random ideas to throw in there, like a mountain scene or an ocean scene or a night.
Like that. Because like just seeing that background makes that would make me think, okay, that would work.
Yeah. No, I like that. That part I'm okay with. Yeah, that part I'm okay with.
Yeah. Looking at what it did, I think it made it more or less like. Well, I guess it would make sense for it to be kind of in the daytime because it's basically the eclipse, kind of taking it over. So yeah.
Well, I think the shadows would be a little bit heavier because it's about to eclipse. You maybe see half of the mountain is covered in darkness as the eclipse is slowly swallowing up the land. Ooh, I like that thought.
We're already giving it a reason to use something like that.
Yeah, that's
Again,
fair.
it's always one of those things of it's a tool and should be treated as a way to help.
Y'all are way more positive about AI than I am, and I'm going to stick to my guns and say no.
No,
but that's just me as somebody who draws. It ain't for me. that kind of thing just sucks fun out for me, you know.
Yeah.
In all honesty, Coldust, I like the idea of what it can be used for, but what they are using it for is completely different, and I don't like it. That's the thing I don't like.
What it should be used. What it should be used for isn't being used by people like it's intended.
Honestly, it's essentially the same thing as like what happened with NFTs. There's an actual legitimate way you can use NFT technology.
Exactly.
It's just not the way that it's been popularized on how it's being used.
No, it's unfortunate. Tech bros just trying to grab a bag while it's popular. But we're gonna leave it alone. That's a whole nother kettle of fish and for discussion here. We'll save that for the Angry Brony Show podcast afterwards. Be sure to get your liquor.
Everyone sees the greed before the utility.
Anyway, let's go ahead and do the fun thing that everybody likes to do. We're going to spin a wheel. Because it's time to throw up a bunch of prompts and ideas for art prompts. And we're going to... Oh, you're going to kill me, Draconiquist. Chat spams army. Actually, maybe I'll just...
Why are you doing this?
Actually, maybe I'll just make it a bunch of bananas. I don't know. But yes. Here, alright. Rules if you don't remember or you just want a refresher. everybody gets a prompt. Everybody can throw in one prompt into the chat. We will throw all prompts that we receive in here. They don't necessarily have to be pony related, and we'll still try to find a way to pony them because we can. But all prompts will be taken. We will mix them all in there. We'll randomize it, spin, and go. That prompt will be the challenge of the week. We, of course, challenge everybody to go ahead. Circuits Conspiracy Board. What? Okay.
You know what? I made a very specific one today.
The dub god. Billy May's Broken Family bonded by Mighty Putty. Wow. Oh god, this that can get so dark if you put it up, if you think about it the wrong way. But everybody gets one prompt. Just remember, you only get one. So post it up there, and we will put it in.
I appreciate that it followed up what the dub gone too far.
Yeah. But yes, this will go in for our prompt of the week, and everybody is encouraged to go ahead and try it.
Okay, so I started blasting.
That, you know, it's not gonna haunt me forever. The fact that I keep mixing up Izzy and Misty's name, even though I know who they are. I've never, that's fair. I've never been good with names. I'm not gonna lie. Do you know how long it took for me to actually learn like not Applejack? She's easy. You know what? No, actually, I think I remember the main 6 rather well. It was like the backgrounds that I had some issues with here and there. I'm not kidding.
Did you confuse Vinyl with Octavia?
I might have at one point. I don't remember anymore. But I know I'm just terrible with names in general. I've just always been terrible. I know who I'm looking at. I know who they are. And I will call them other names. I just don't remember. For some reason, my brain does not want to register the right name sometimes, at least for a while.
Mixing up Vinyl with Octavia is sacrilegious.
Well, it is now, but this was like early season 1, season 2. And technically, we didn't have names for them initially.
No, we had DJ Pone 3.
Yeah. Besides, you don't want to see what happens when I try to talk to my coworkers. Sometimes I forget their names, and I'm either trying to remember or I mix them up because the trick I have, unfortunately, works a little too well in some other regards. But I won't get into that. Alright, I think we got everybody's prompts here. We're going to go ahead now and shuffle. And of course, this is a prompt that everybody is going to be encouraged to make something of. It doesn't have to be drawing. You can do music. You can do clay figures. You can do interpretive dance. You can do something else. What the dub gone too far. Of course, we are fair and impartial. And we know that sometimes doing the challenge of the week is a little weird, or you may want something to add on to it or do something different. And that's why we have the Protest Initiative Challenge.
Calendar.
You know,
Calendar.
the problem is now I'm reminded of Arzette and the freaking weird old guy that's just like, if only I had a calendar to count the days and entertain myself with burly men.
I'm sorry, my brain just went to a Gretzko with the nickname for Retzko.
Oh yeah, calendar.
Calendar.
Your name is Calendar because your days are numbered.
Calendar.
Yeah. Alright, and we have that, and now we have this terrifying thing that we'll put up here for a moment.
Somehow, someway, a copy machine has made more of me.
I have a lot of questions. Mostly, I mean, there's no treadmill, they're not walking. It looks like it just literally stopped halfway or something.
Oh, considering I only used one of them and I did this all in paint.
I know, I'm just jabbing at it because I
know.
And overall, you know, a quick swatch job, that's not too bad.
Yeah, I still have the poster to do. And GIMP updated! Hooray!
Alright then. Oh, okay, Kazakai actually has a good one. Why didn't anybody tell me my ass was so big? Oh my god, that is not the image for that joke. We're gonna go ahead and move on.